Hey, what's up everybody? It's Gwen and welcome back to So Gwen Life. So in today's video, I wanted to share with you some of the books that changed my life and really helped me on my level up journey. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. I post luxury, fashion, and lifestyle content here on this channel, and let's get started. So the first one I think I want to start with is this. This kind of started it all for me. This is The Secret by Rhonda Bynes. This comes in a book and it also comes in a DVD. You can watch it for free on YouTube. So essentially The Secret is the law of attraction. And so this is a really good book if you want to learn more about the law of attraction and how our thoughts create our reality. So yes, this is a really good book to start your level up journey because it really comes down to mindset at the end of the day. And this really will help you change your mindset about your perspective on your reality and how you can shape your reality right away. So yes, I really love this book. I am someone who likes to underline and, highlight, and I put post-it notes in everything. I have read and reread this book so much. And so sometimes I will just reread it, just my highlighting, and then other times I'll read it word for word, cover to cover. And it's really nice watching my thoughts change because the little blurbs that I write in the margins, I will respond to those things and I'll be like, wow, I don't even think that way anymore. So it's just nice seeing my growth over the years as I read this book. And I think it's a good one to keep going back to. I find myself rereading it all the time. Okay, the next two books I'm going to put together because they're pretty much the same. They're by the same author. Okay, so both of these books are by Mina Irfan, or The Universe Guru here on YouTube. So this is her first book, Contained in Love, and then her second book is Lady Balls. Contained in Love, Reclaiming Your Feminine Power as a Wife and Mother. And then her second one is Lady Balls, How to Become Savagely Successful in a World Addicted to Suffering. I'm a follower of The Universe Guru for 3 years now. Yeah, when I was 27, I'm 30 now. And so I've been following her free videos on YouTube, and then she also has paid programs, and then she also has books. So yes, I love her books. Essentially, it's about taking control of your life, creating the life of your dreams, and it also talks about evolution. So it talks about how certain tendencies and certain anxieties are just inherently human, inherently feminine. She is a feminine energy coach. So I love these books so much. They're really good. I would say get into her content before reading the books because I feel like the content of the books might not make sense if you aren't familiar with her work. I think it's good to get to know her and, see her success in her life and kind of use that as credibility for what she's talking about, because I feel like a lot of people say a lot of things, make books about certain topics, and they might not be able to really speak to how those topics play out in their life. For example, finances, relationships. Do you ever look at those people's relationships, those people's tax returns, those people's, net worth and things like that? So yeah, I think it's important to watch who you take advice from. And I would definitely say she's someone I would recommend taking advice from. Yeah, she changed my life. So I love these two books and they definitely helped me on my level up journey. The next one I want to talk about is Attached, This New Science of Adult Attachment and How It Can Help You Find and Keep Love. So this is basically a book about attachment styles. I really enjoyed this book. I felt like this really helped me with dating. I'm engaged now recently. So I do really think that this helped me not only just, get a man, like that's not what I'm saying, but what I will say is that in the dating world, the dating matrix, if you will, this definitely was helpful. It puts into perspective why you act a certain way in relationships or just in interactions with other people, and it really helps you understand what you need in a relationship. And so I think it was really helpful during the dating process because I feel like a lot of the process is learning yourself and learning what you need and then finding someone who fits what you need. So highly recommend this one. I really liked it. Okay, this next one, this one's a little deep, you guys. Okay, so the next one is Mother Hunger, How Adult Daughters Can Understand and Heal from Lost Nurturance, Protection, and Guidance. So this is the next one. So this one, I think, was really validating how family dynamics really will affect you growing up and fast forward in relationships, as well as your concept of yourself and your self-esteem. So it's basically talking about how society doesn't value the presence of the mother, and essentially how that has made everyone feel a lot more self-conscious, a lot more seeking validation, seeking relationship, that closeness, and it's essentially mother hunger. I just thought this was very eye-opening. So I like this one for my level up journey because those old triggers that you might have, and it could also speak to why you seek certain things in relationships and why you allow certain things in relationships. So I think this is a good relationships dynamic book. And then my last two books before we get into the honorable mentions will be two finance books. So financial level up was definitely part of my journey. The first one I want to talk about is The Millionaire Next Door. So this is a very famous book. I really like this book. This one just basically taught me, just basically as an affluent person, there is no one size fits all. There's no one image of a millionaire. Also, people who do have money might not look like they have money. Like, it just kind of gives you a perspective. It also talks about different concepts. So like there's certain assumptions that people make about people that have money, the tendencies of people that are financially successful and the patterns that exist. So whether that's, okay, do they buy used cars or new cars? They buy used cars. Do they wear flashy things? Do they not? Basically, it just talks about your ability to create wealth, and it talks about the tendencies of people that do and don't, and just give you some insight into some changes you might want to make if you want to change your ability to create wealth. And then the other book, I'm almost done this book, but I still wanted to give it a shout out. This is Rich Dad, Poor Dad. So this is another very famous book. So this is essentially another thing, kind of like, you know, affluent people, like, yeah, basically the habits of people who do have wealth. What are the differences? Another book that just points to habits of people that have wealth and maybe some things that you want to change. So yeah, and you know, there's so many ways to attract what you want. So the key really is to just pick a method that works for you, a method that speaks to you. So you don't have to do everything that these people say, but I definitely think it will give you more ideas and also just allow yourself to see the possibilities. Okay, and then two honorable mentions. So the first one is The Four Agreements. So this is another popular book. I thought it was okay. I think it's kind of short. I wish it gave a little bit more detail, but I think it's a nice, you know, it's a simple book. And yeah, it gives pretty good advice. Like I said, I wish it went into more detail, but pretty good, especially if you want a short book. And yeah, I don't think it's super bad. So got that one. And then the other one, honorable mention, is The White Coat Investor, A Doctor's Guide to Personal Finance and Investing. Like I said, I am a medical professional. I am a doctor. So I was recommended this book and I read it. It was okay. As a woman in medicine, I just didn't feel like I was the target audience of this book. I feel like there's a lot of like male-centered speech. Yeah, like, oh, your wife's not working. It's like, I don't have a wife. I am the wife, you know? So I kind of wish this was a little more gender neutral, but whatever. I felt like this was a good honorable mention because I think it just kind of honed in the idea of, you know, savings can really make you, you know, financially stable. Like savings is important. Like, so I think it's good to get a head start. So yeah, I thought this was an honorable mention. All right, but those are all of the books that I recommend for my level up journey. I mean, I don't know if they're books that I necessarily say, oh yes, you definitely need these and you'll be leveled up. But I would just say in my level up journey, those are the books that really helped me. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. I post luxury, fashion, and lifestyle content here on So Gwen Life. Also be sure to check out my Instagram at the So Gwen Life, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.